burst available to them between the Gragas, the Lucian, and of course the Wukong. So you're going to have to be respectful here at BLG in the mid-game if you do end up having that Imperial Mandate and Gale Force start here for the Lucian. Could maybe see a Storm Razors as well. We'll have to wait and see has that changed that much on 13-11 in terms of build paths. But the comps are locked and loaded. The teams are ready to go. We are jumping onto the Rift for game 1 of this best of 3. BLG still yet to drop a series, and AL looking to try and rock the boat a little bit as they are struggling just a tad down the bottom end of the standings. We are racing towards the end of the season already. We're only into week 3, but guess what? We only got 5 weeks left of play. We actually have only got quite a few, only a few left in terms of the actual time before we start hitting into playoffs. And
there's 7 weeks.
There. Yeah.
We're in week 3. This is essentially the hump. We're cresting over the middle part of the season, which is a really big deal when we were talking about the schedules. We were talking about looking towards playoffs. Every single win starts to matter that much more, and you don't have a lot of time to start iterating, start coming up with different plans, different strategies for yourselves when you're clamoring for wins.
Far more impactful if I can make these things work. Yagao just don't need to be that far pushed up. He's going low and he is going to go down. A flash away by Xiaohao means that he stays alive. You are getting that isolation damage now. We're seeing a couple of 1v1s, and that's why we're seeing them right now. Great flash from Shun. Keeps him perfectly in position to try and make sure Xiaohao has no escape. And that is a great aggressive start. And already in the bot side, good bubble coming back onto on, so we can't push this any further. And AL, as you said, they're putting a little bit of pressure here on the BLG and saying, we're not going to allow you just have the early game you want.
They are going to need to act very quickly.
They're going to need to respond to this one here. Good bubble, though, straight on the Shun, but he jumps straight back on top of the Lucian, which means that all your damage is gone. And that is Shun popping off in this early game.
And then he started clapping folks, and I was like, all right, maybe he's the real deal here. As we get a replay of this fight between the junglers and the mid lane for these two teams. I mean, Shun is just putting out so much damage. Shout out to Shun for this flash, just heads up.
So well played as well. The fact that he gets his auto attack off before he flashes, and then we can look back straight onto bot side because they have a big ward on the dragon, but they don't have a ward to say that the Yagao and Shun combination is coming. And yeah, without any summoners, you're dead, boys.
They knew that they were here. Like, Xiaohao did just go down earlier this play, so the time in between these two clips is not very long. This was them in a pretty desperate situation.
Lucian out. He's actually feeling aggressive, goes forward with the culling, and actually goes right in with the movement to try and kill off this. Oh, Yagao with the fadeaway Q. Nicely done there. Gets himself a 1v2 kill.
Not too dissimilar to how we've seen a couple of BLG's plays and how they want to find advantages. Good stun onto Jichoyi, and right here, he's waiting for one last spell. He's just too close, burning down to Tibbers. That Q just barely missing onto Yagao.
No longer available to you. Bot lane going to see a little bit of aggression coming in. The lightning crash does come down. Xiaohao coming in, though, means the tidal wave is good. And the double knock-up does secure the kill there for the Lucian bot side. So Elk not quite able to get close enough to the wall, means that he does end up falling down. And AL do get themselves a little bit of a counter kill.
Can't use it in mid lane right now. Let's take a replay as to what happened here. I mean, perfect fog of war from the side of Xiaohao, only showing at the last possible minute, and there's no E from this area anymore, so just a kill.
Yep, no E. We just see an all-out coming out on the top side. A flash forward might be forcing ZDZ. Yeah, I was going to say, ZDZ got to flash away. He gets knocked back on that. He definitely comes out with a kill. They're looking for see if Yagao can go for something now, because the tower is dead. Yeah, Yagao on a bit of a flank, but they can jump onto the Zeri, who has to flash away, already has the barrier popped as well. They're seeing if they can maybe burn down Pin Z, and they will be able to get him. The Lucian is taken so low, but look at this damage that ZDZ is putting in. Bin forces the flash away from the Gnar, but it ends up being a 3-for-1 trade. Nearly seeing Shun get one more. He's so close to going down, but he can't really go for it. He's looking for the resets. He gets the invulnerability. That's why he went in for it, because he knew he could get the resets off of this, and now ZDZ is down. This is a huge play from Shun, taking that dust blade and making absolute massive work of it.
Just fantastic play all around.
I mean, this goes so well for AL as well. Great tidal wave that stops the CC coming out from Yagao. He's got no more stacks. They get onto Elk, and it looks like AL have just gotten themselves a perfect fight.
like right here, I will say AL played the first half of this fight incredibly well, like we were talking about. Just setting up for your AD carry, Jichoyi got so much damage, but as Shun saying, I am not getting out of this fight without a few kills, without putting my team on my back and getting us into a better position than we started here.
I mean, just such a great move there from Shun to recognize I've got the in-target ability. They won't be able to catch me out, and really, really well done there by Shun on this Kha'Zix, who's just kind of going from strength to strength. And we talked about how a Kha'Zix can have such a huge impact if he's given those resets, if he's given time to catch out people isolated and get those kind of, you know, resetting on the leap strike. So wait to see now where they'll go with 4-0-2. There is a dragon spawning in a minute's time, and it's an Infernal Rift. AL not feeling too bad, but 4,000 gold down.
Shun is spotted. Doesn't have
Spotted?
doesn't have the Umbral Glaive to really show the ward there. Shao
They are
going in
turning this
Elk.
fight around. Yeah, 2 people went over the wall, but nobody else followed. So now you got a separated fight. AL, they had it. They knew where everybody was, and they just don't do anything about it. They just kind of separate and find themselves in a horrible position. We will see that the Lucian will be mowed down eventually by Elk, who will eventually pick up that kill. Kha'Zix dies to dominate on this one here. Here's the all-out, not going to land the Q3 like you talked about. Bin looking for it. Meganar coming!
No!
And Meganar is going to be enough. What a massive turn of events in this top lane matchup. 2 solo kills, and Bin on 0 and 2. But immediately, we're going to go for a 4v4 now in this bottom side, or sorry, in the mid lane, as you got Elk trying to see if he can take down Pinz. Does not have flash, and will be going down. That's a 2-for-1 trade. Shun trying to see if he can catch out this Lucian. Should be able to jump on him in a couple of seconds and get the Q down. Nicely done there by BLG. It doesn't matter if Bin is inting his ass off. They've got the team fights in the 4v4.
Yeah, this is one of the reasons, you know, we're saying that they are not infallible. It is Bin that is typically the point of pressure for them that other teams can take advantage of. I was gonna say, if you have a very strong top jungle, you can look to try to maybe assuage that point, try to get into there. But BLG, they're gonna wait for Yagao to spawn, and they're gonna take this Baron. Zhao Hao cannot get here in time to try to go for a smite steal. It took one fight for BLG, one fight that still looked a little bit sloppy, and they're gonna try to keep you honest. They want you to stay. Hey, look, if you're gonna make a mistake, we are taking this Baron.
I mean, look, as much as I said that Bin is inting, it is.
Oh no, he is.
He is inting, but it's ZDZ definitely playing that one much cooler, and just knowing that he has the damage available to him. So really nicely done there, and Shun just kind of puts himself in a really smart position to say, I'm on a flank with an instant flash Tivers. The burst is insane.
Yagao heard you talking smack. He heard you say, hey, Yagao, step it up, and he's like, all right, man, you got it.
All right, you know what? If Ushin says I gotta do it, I gotta do it.
Exactly. If it was that BP guy, probably not. Probably wouldn't have done it. But if it's for Sheen, you're gonna do it. You're gonna get it.
For the bot side, Bin no longer wants your 1v1. Bin wants this to be a 2v1. Never mind, he wants it to be a 4v1. Everybody is jumping down to ZDZ. You bullied our top laner for too long, ZDZ. He's still not dead yet, but he will eventually fall down. You gotta feel like it will happen, and eventually it does. Haichao from that dragon, but Bin in a 1v4. I mean, you saw what happened to ZDZ in the 1v4. Why did you think you were any different?
Bin giveth and Bin taketh away. Okay,
he's just taking away today.
Yeah, well, yeah, that is part of the ultimate. That is part of the all-out. Yeah, pretty big mistake there coming out from Bin. While they do grab the dragon and stop the soul from anyone's legends, they grabbed 2 turrets. A huge win for them, in my opinion. Hey, we may have not gotten the soul. Not a big deal, as they invested so many resources to play towards this bot side. They tried to pivot into making too many plays, and Billy, I think playing too many different angles, too many spoons, guys, come on.
ZDZ does have a flank. Bin is already used his flash, hasn't gone all out just yet, but still fairly tanky. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Oh, not quite able to land the belly bot, but that one works! Oh. Holy moly, mother of God! That was an insane amount of burst damages. Yagao is just absolutely smurfing with this Annie pick. If it's not the Nico, it's the Annie. My God, what happened?
He is just dropping, look at him, not a care in the world. He's like, Yeah, I'm that guy, okay? I'm your gal, okay? I'm your goat. Put some respect on the name right now. He is one-shotting anybody's Legends bot lane. And they're just going to push onto this inhibitor here. Another turret down. More and more of this damage. I mean, the mid-jungle for BLG are running this game. They do not care. They're like, oh, Elkanon, you didn't get ahead? That's cool. Bin, keep doing your thing, man. Whatever you're doing up top lane does just not matter in this matchup. It does. We are here to play.
Of this Annie in the replay and how quick it is, because it's literally the two sides of the same coin. Pin Z goes in with his flash damage, doesn't get anything, and then Yagao gets his, and it's a completely different fight.
I just want to watch this. Shout out to ZDZ, who's putting out a lot of damage and a lot of threat. He is staying in Fog 4. They don't know he's here, so they walk in too late. Flash.
Deleted.
Full
Incinerated,
HP.
if you will.
Ugh.
Yeah, that is why you can blind the Annie. Yeah, he's coming in there. He's going to try and see if he can maybe get something going here, but
He does it again! It's a magic trick.
Interactive gameplay as Yagao now finds ZDZ, who thought he was in a little bit of a fun position, but yeah, that is going to be the Baron for sure.
It's a magic trick at this point. They need a Magician Annie skin where it just poof, disappears. Oh, your 80 carry's gone. This is I definitely feel for Jichoyi, because as a fellow marksman player, there are many a champion in this game that make you disappear the second you make a mistake, and Annie is one of them.
Unbelief, there's no counterplay to a lot of what they do.
He missed?
He just missed. It doesn't matter, because you've got a Tibbers who's very angry, and he's going to be able to slap you down.
There's
so,
Elk.
This is Elk going in, getting everything done for the team. It took a while. It's 32 minutes, a hell of a lot longer than we normally see from BLG, but it looks like they're going to be able to end this game with a W and potentially continue on their winning streak, as they're going to be able to finish off this one and get themselves to a 1-0 advantage.
Consolation prize. ZDZ is building up the Mega Gnar, but like you were saying, this should just be the end of the game here. Flash coming in from Binzi.
Yeah, oh, nice
Whoa!
Mega Gnar ultimate. Does kill off on but it's flashy. But it doesn't mean anything, unfortunately, as Shun is hop, skip, and a jump to victory. Ends up being 22-11. And that is a 33-minute win here for the side of BLG. Look, it was not a very clean game, but at the end of it all, a win's a win.